Hi, thanks for clicking. I want to wish everyone a happy new year. So this year I'm trying something new with my hair. I dyed my tips gray. I do like to play tennis. What makes me sad about tennis is that no matter how good I get, I'll never be better than a wall. And I do have a tennis app on my phone. My wife, she gets mad. She says, "It says on your phone that there's local singles in your area that want to be your partner." I said, "Honey, it's tennis. We're playing tennis." So it turns out it is a dating app. And I told my wife, "Well, how was I supposed to know it was a dating app?" She says, "The app is called Swingers." I thought it was tennis. So I do play baseball. I'm on a baseball team called Breaking Bat, like the show Breaking Bad. And I'll just tell you some of the names we thought of before we got to that one. Someone said Son of a Pitch. No, not that one. An old rock and roll band, Nickelbat. No, none of that one. An old movie, Brokeback Mountain. No, none of that one. We usually have a high score on our team, so we can call ourselves We Have the Runs. No. Okay, we'll go with Breaking Bat. So I do have a boat. What sucks is that it takes forever to get to a lake around here. So my boat actually travels more on land than it does in water. And I used to have a job in Lake Koocanusa in BC on a tugboat going around collecting log debris. They actually called me Captain Crunch. And the interesting thing is Lake Koocanusa, it's halfway in the States and halfway in Canada. The Canada-US border goes right through it. So the interesting thing is that if you take your boat and go across the border, what the US Customs do is they send a torpedo. So yeah. So I'm actually not a comedian. I have a job. And I work at a hotel. I can't tell you which hotel because the Ramada Inn has some publication laws and that sort of thing. But I do accounts receivable, like doing paperwork for month end and that sort of thing. And my coworkers, they usually know when it happens. Like they'll say like, "Oh, he's kind of grumpy. Must be that time of the month." So I am married. I've been married 18 years. Which is the same amount of time my wife would spend in jail if she killed me. So she keeps on saying, I'd be out of jail by now. And early on, we learned about compromise. Like, we met in Kelowna. So I wanted to get married in Kelowna, and then she wanted to get married in Sicamous in her hometown. So we compromised and got married in Sicamous. And marriage is not always easy. Later on, we moved out of Kelowna and we drove to Kelowna to visit my mom. And the whole way there, my wife kept on saying, "We're going to Kelowna so I can give you back to your mother." And I thought she was kidding. So when you get there, my wife is talking to my mom like she's returning an appliance. She's like, "Yeah, he doesn't really do anything. He makes some weird noises. He's always in sleep mode." My mom said, "Sorry, no returns." So one year for Christmas, we went to visit my dad. My dad loves the grandchildren. Right away, he says, "Having grandchildren is great. Should have had them first." And then he also said, "Grandchildren is a reward for not killing your kids." And I was like, "Dad, I'm right here." So for Christmas, I asked Dad, "Dad, do you want tools for Christmas?" And he says, "No, then I'll have to do work." So anyways, I was visiting for a while and I went to the bathroom. It's kind of embarrassing. I must have had Taco Bell or something that night, but I broke the toilet seat. And I told my dad, I said, "Dad, let's go to the hardware store. I get a new one, no big deal, right?" My dad's like, "Oh, no. I got an extended warranty for that toilet seat." And I said, you have an extended warranty for a toilet seat? So sure enough, he goes off to some old filing cabinet. He pulls out this old piece of paper like it's the Magna Carta. It's the extended warranty. So we go to the hardware store. We're standing in line at the customer service with the toilet seat. And I'm covering my face in case I see someone I know. We get to the front, and sure enough, they're like, sorry, sir, we don't have that brand anymore. We can't exchange it. So Dad makes a fuss, talks about the extended warranty. And they said, well, what we can do is give you a gift card. Dad's like, okay, fine, sure. So we go buy another toilet seat. And oh no, we're not done. We got to get extended warranty for this toilet seat. So we go off and do the paperwork. My dad's like, oh, make sure it's in my son's name. So I was like, oh, thanks, Dad. Apparently this is my inheritance, the toilet seat. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a good night.